Hi guys, Simon here, Kung, Michael. This is number 9, part 9. Can't believe you're still watching. And thanks for all the guesses. People saying what they think this is going to conclude. And not one of you's got close. And I'm enjoying making these. It's great. Hope you like that new bit of music at the end. Right, so they've got the new hotel. They've moved in. Lovely condo, top floor. And this hotel's beautiful. Everything's perfect. Doesn't need anything doing to it. They've got staff. They kept a couple of the staff from before, from the previous owners. And the hotel's pretty much running itself. It's making money. Because they've used cash to buy it. They've got no mortgage or anything. And it's just ticking over lovely. They're madly in love. They've got plenty of time on their hands to go out and about each day. Everything runs itself. Kung is looking and saying to Michael about potentially getting some more motorbikes to rent out. And maybe the front area of the hotel, there is a section they can make into a bar. Even extend a little bit at the side. Make a bar, but it's a quieter end of the Phuket, so not sure. Could even do a restaurant. Everything's going well, and we're moving forward 6 months down the line. So I'm losing track with their age, but I think Kung is now about 45 and Michael is 67, 68. Yeah, got my numbers wrong. They're 23 years difference or whatever it is. Everything's fine, perfect, in love. Michael's got all those friends in Pattaya a couple of months before, and they're like, oh my god, what have you done? He's told me, bought the hotel. Anyway, he's invited them down. They've come down, had a couple of days there, a couple of nights, met Kung, gone away, very happy, surprised, and said, well, whatever. They can't believe he's done it. He's stuck with her. But remember, she is special. She's the one. Coming up for their first argument, 6 months down the line. Everything's fine. Michael's having problems with the car that the previous owners gave them. It's playing up a bit, and it's a 4x4. They don't need a big truck like that in Phuket. Everything gets delivered to the hotel. So he says to Kung, I want to change this car. Let's get a normal saloon car, but a nice one, big one, luxury. And Kung said, yeah, absolutely fine, I agree, it's a good idea. So they wander off, and there's a Honda dealer there they find. And Michael loves the big Honda. I think it's an Accord, maybe, Honda Accord. It's 2 million baht, top of the range, got everything. Kung's like, yeah, perfect. The garage offer them 500,000 baht for their truck, so he's got to find 1.5 million. And this point, Michael says to Kung, we're making money from the hotel. The pickup is the deposit. I don't want to take money out of the bank to pay for this. I'm going to put it on finance, and then the hotel pays for it. Very sensible, very good idea. And Kung's not happy with this, and they walk away from the desk in the garage in the corner of the showroom, and they have an argument. She's like, no, let's pay cash, let's get it, we've got no bills, we just pay. And he's like, no, I don't want to. His American passport is up for renewal soon, and he says to her, look, I've got to go back to the States soon, or we're going to go to the States. I've got to get the passport renewed, and when I left and sold everything, I did put some personal effects in storage, which I'd like to bring now to Thailand. Some nice stuff, only little bits and pieces. And it's time I just moved my money from America over here, most of it into the Thailand. Everything's safe now, so he's still got about 4 million baht in the bank in America. He said, so let's put this on finance. And she's not happy at all. But after thought, she said, well, okay, we'll do that. So he's the hotel, because they're not married, the hotel's in her name, land's in her name. He's got a yellow book, a Tabian, whatever it's called, so that he's got an address registered in Thailand. The hotel's registered in his name on his yellow book, so he can buy a car in his name. So he's put the finance in his name and he's got it all straight through, no problem. Kung's actually gone guarantor, having a Thai person on there. So he's got the car. A couple of days later, pick the car up, take the 4x4 in, pick the car up. Lovely, really nice. Kung's still, you know, a bit like that, but that was their first argument. Anyway, she's fine, okay, whatever, done it. And so he's got the new car, everything's great. And he mentioned about this American trip, and he says to Kung, gotta go to America, let's have a holiday, and let's go to America together, have a holiday, and it's going to take a month to sort everything out, new passport, all the bits. I can catch up with some old friends and show you around. And she's like, we can't really leave the business, not at this moment, you know, we're still first year. It's just coming into high season now. They bought it at the end of the last high season, so yeah, just coming into the high season. She said, why don't you go, have a nice break for a month, and it'll do us good. Do everything you got to do and get it done once and for all. We'll look at a holiday in the future. And he's like, well, are you really sure? And she's, yeah, I can run this, it runs itself, so no problem. And I get to use your new car. He's like, oh, fair enough. So that's what he decides to do that then. So over the coming 3-4 weeks, he books up a return flight back to the States from Phuket. So he can get straight across, so he hasn't got to go back to Bangkok, which is good. And he books that up, sorts everything out with her, everything's fine, all good. And he said, right, off he goes. She takes him up to the airport, drops him off. He jumps on the plane and shoots off to the States. Rings it when he gets there. Everything's fine, yep, good. And he digs his stuff out of store and he finds a shipping company. So he's got a shipping box, 2 meters square cube. So 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters. Everything of his fits in there. It's costing him about $1,250 US dollars, and he sends it, to the hotel. Ships it off. It's going to take about 6, 7, 8 weeks. So that's fine. So he's got that sorted, and he's gone off to catch up with some of his old friends, and he's just staying with his one friend for a couple of nights. Apart from that, he's in a hotel over there. So catch up with some friends. Then starts his passport renewal. It's going to take about 10 days. So he's started the process on that, and been to the bank, arranged pushing his 4 million, whatever it is, baht over to his Thai bank, but his pension still comes into America bank, and then he's now set it so it just gets sent straight over. Rather than mucking around with exchange rates and things, it just gets all done automatically. So everything's sorted, all good. Gets his passport back in Thailand. Kung's hotel's going great. So 2 weeks into Michael's trip, speaks to it, everything's fine, and then he's still wandering around for got about another 10 days before he goes back, seeing friends and things. All good. What can possibly go wrong? It's all fantastic. So let's say it's a week before he comes back. Rings back, Kung. Can't get hold of her, no answer. So anyway, for a couple of days now, ringing. Can't get hold of her. He's like, well, What's happened? I can't get hold of her. That's strange. Tries email online. Nothing. Weird. Rung the hotel. Girls answered. Oh, she's out at the moment. Oh, okay. So he's weird. Can't get hold of her. And this goes on for his last days in America. Just can't get hold of her. Weird. Very strange. Something's not right. Anyway, time to come back, and gets on the plane. And he thinks, well, maybe she's lost her phone, or I don't know. Got my coffee ready for this bit. Lands in Phuket. She knew he was coming back on the flight and everything, but she's not there at the airport. Okay, jumps in a taxi back to the hotel. Very peculiar, you know, how he can't get hold of her. And it's like about 8 days. No sign of her, no news at all. Very weird. Anyway, pulls up at the hotel, taxi, jumps out, pulls his bag out, pays a taxi, and walks into the hotel. First thing he sees is new receptionist. He's like, oh, strange. So walks over to her and says hello. Says, I'm Michael. What's your name? And she says her name. She says, nice to meet you. And then starts to walk past her to go to the lift. And the girl's, her English is not brilliant, but it's like, oh, stop. Oh, where you go, what you do. And he's like, and then he explains to her that you're new. I'm the owner of the hotel. This is my hotel. And just sort of shakes his head at her and starts to walk again. And then this girl's like, no. And she's creating, like, no, you can't go. And he's like, what the hell? And he went, ring Kung. And the girl's like, ring boss. So she gets on the phone and rings the boss. Anyway, the lift's open. Out comes this Thai lady, mid-50s, glasses, well dressed. Michael looks at her and thinks she's obviously a guest. You know, usually it's foreigners we got staying here, but this lady's Thai. Anyway, he thinks she's going to walk straight past him, but she walks up to him and stops in front of him, and he's like, okay, who are you? And she say, who are you? And her English quite good, luckily. He said, I'm Michael. He said, this is my hotel. Me and my partner, what's happening? Don't know this new girl, and who are you? This woman said, Michael. Oh yes, Michael. She's set him inside to this girl, and the girl's come over with some car keys. And the woman said to Michael, I buy this hotel 2 weeks ago. And Michael's, pardon? And he's like, well, what are you on about? You bought the hotel, this is my hotel, and come. She said, no, I buy a hotel 2 weeks ago. And Michael's like, hang on, gets the phone, he's trying to ring Kung again. No answer. He said, well, what do you mean? Well, you buy the hotel, I not sell the hotel. She say, yeah, I buy a hotel. I go lawyer, pay money. He said, how much you pay? She looks at him strange, like, you know, well, what's your business? And he said, this is my hotel, my partner. What are you talking? Completely, yeah, you can imagine what's going on. Kung has sold the hotel from underneath his feet for 9.5 million bahts for a quick sale, and this Thai woman has bought it through the lawyers, through Michael and Kung's lawyers, and moved in 2 weeks before with her staff into Michael's hotel. So many of you said this would happen. Michael is just his mouth's open. He's like starting to realise something's gone wrong here. He can't get his head. He's like, where's Kung? Where's my girlfriend? To this woman, and she's gone. And he's like, what? He said this, and he tries to explain to this woman what's maybe's happened here, and the woman's like, "Hi, bye, hotel, go away." At this point, he looks at his hands, and he's got the car keys in his hands, and he's, where's the car? She said, car park. He's all over the place, his mind. He grabs his bags, round, off. There's his car. Of course, he didn't buy it cash. Couldn't sell it. It's on finance. That's why she was angry, maybe. Because she wanted to maybe sell the car as well. He gets up to his car, opens it, flicks the boot open. There's his big case. He unzips it. All his clothes and stuff is there in the boot of the car. Grabs his bags, throws it in the boot, closes the boot. Looking at the car, it's dusty. It's been sat there for a couple of weeks. He can't walk. What the hell? First thing he thinks, lawyers, police. Opens the car. On the seat is, on the passenger seat, he gets in, on the passenger seat is his bank book. I mean, but that doesn't mean anything because he's got the card for that bank book in his pocket, and in that bank account he's got about 800,000 baht. But he's got the card, so the book's just like, you just update it in the machine, and when you put money in and out, it just updates. It's like a passbook. It means nothing, you can't do anything. But that's on the seat. Maybe he left that there before. And a bit of paper. Picks up this bit of paper, and on the paper it says, Michael, sorry, you're special, I love you. That's all it says. And he's looking at this paper. Oh my God, she sold everything, she's taken all my money and run away. Ooh. He's like, right, lawyer. Jumps in the car, straight down the road to Patong, parks the car, over to the lawyers. This is lunchtime. Upstairs, lawyers are closed, lunch. Another 30 minutes before they're open. He's like, oh God. Does he go to the police now? Does he ring his friends? What's he do? Anyway, goes back to the car, thinks I'll sit in the car, notices the bank book, and he thinks, let me check just in case he's had my 800,000 baht. His bank's opposite the lawyer's, so okay, grabs the book, up to the bank, and this is a machine you just put your book in. It's like an ATM, you put the book in and it prints on there an update and gives you your information. Puts the book in and it comes back out. What do you think's on that book? Is it zero? Is it 800,000 baht? So we'll leave it there and I'll catch you on the next one. Maybe you were right, or maybe you weren't. See you soon.